Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. This is something I want to do as a new thing on Sunday mornings. This is me, just woken up with hair not brushed yet, in my sweats. I'm fasting this weekend and just having a whole internal shadow work weekend where I'm just working on my own shadows, doing some journaling, doing some self-introspection. I think that's something that is really good to do on a regular basis. And so just fasting on black coffee and green juice, maybe green juice today, and water with some electrolytes in it. And I'm gonna be pulling a card from this book called Beyond Lemuria. And this is a book by Izzy Ivy, and it's a deck. I'll show you what the deck looks like. It's nice and thick. And anyway, just thought I would read to you the card that I pulled, which I think is good for all of us. I'm going to turn this camera around and so that you guys can see this card more clearly as I read. So vulnerability. And it's number 56 in the deck, so I just need to turn to 56, which is actually the last card of the deck. The meaning of the card, or some of the things about vulnerability, is real strength, holding space, healing past wounds, accepting yourself as you are, sharing from the depth of your heart, raw truths, compassion for others, and removing your armor. Our vulnerability can be one of the greatest gifts we can share. It can also be the hardest. In our society, we are conditioned to put on a facade, to be strong even in times of difficulty. Paradoxically, being vulnerable is one of the strongest things we can be. It's easy to armor ourselves from the harsh truths that may be too painful to bring to the light of day. However, this causes greater suffering as buried pain becomes shadows. Unprocessed negative experiences can incarnate as much more troublesome traits or insecurities than their origin. When we are truly honest with ourselves in all our facets, we are vulnerable. That honesty is an important step in discovering our shadows and bringing them into the light for healing. Furthermore, when we share our vulnerabilities with others, we allow them to glimpse a deeper part of ourselves. This is fertile soil for trust. It plants the seeds for others to share the places that are most raw or tender for them. Our closest friendships can be formed in this space. The times when we feel too uncomfortable to reach out to others can be the very times we need them the most. Having compassion and awareness of the struggle and disorientation others may be going through is a valuable contribution to the world. Holding space where others can be vulnerable is a key element of healing work. Self-love is also connected to our ability to be vulnerable, as it allows us to be true to ourselves exactly as we are without judgment. And the things that have come up for me around judgment are judging my body, and where that way that looks in the external world is judging other people who I don't feel are eating properly, let's use air quotes with properly, and who aren't, actually physically taking care of their bodies and aren't eating a good diet or exercising, or all the things we know that are healthy for us. And so I'm having this outer judgment, and what the shadow work is all about is turning that around on ourselves. Byron Katie is a classic shadow work person. She's always saying, turn it around. I feel others should take care of their health. I turn it around. I should take care of my health. Or others shouldn't take care of their health. That's another way to turn it around. Either way, it's not my business what people are doing with their health. And that's just one shadow I have. The other is judging people for, what I believe to be allowing themselves to be brainwashed by the news. And so I'm trying to see that shadow in myself. In what way am I being brainwashed, or in what way am I not seeing all sides of the coin, all facets of the crystal? And I'm looking at that. I'm working on that. I'm journaling about that every day. And I don't have the answer yet, but that's okay. You don't need to have the answer. So today, on a Sunday, might be a good day to take a look at your own vulnerabilities and your own shadows And I'm going to be diving deeper into that. I'll let you know what I come up with. I'm fasting all weekend, and that's always a good place for me to go deep, staying home, watching the beautiful sun through the windows, the mountains, and all the gorgeousness. You can't really see what I see, but it's pretty out there. So have an amazing Sunday, and I hope this finds you well. Thanks for listening.